Hey guys, today is Wednesday, April 29th. That means we are on day 26 in skills, and today's recorded part of the lesson will be fairly short. And then you'll have a little bit of work to do after we finish the recorded part, okay? But first of all, let's go over our spelling words. We have face, knot, knitting, drinking, pitch, wrapper, hands, hair, play, and tricky word by. So make sure you're working on practicing your spelling words, and on Friday we'll do a little quiz, okay? So that's spelling words. Today we're going to read two stories from our reader. And let me pull those up. And we'll be reading these on the board. So we are going to read The Jumping Fish and Snakes. Okay, so you guys don't have your readers at home. You can bring it up on your iPad or computer later if you would like to go back and read it. But for now, you can just follow along with me on the board, okay? The first one is The Jumping Fish. I've got my reader finger ready. The Jumping Fish. Today, Grace and Jill are at the lake with their mom. They are bumping on top of the waves. Grace can feel the wind on her face. It is so strong it makes her blink and squint. Look, Grace says. She points at a big green fish that has jumped up next to them. The fish twists. Then it flops back into the lake with a big splash. That was cool, Jill says. But the fish is not finished. It jumps up and makes a big splash once, twice, 3 times. I think she likes us, says Jill. Let's look at our picture. There's our picture, and there's the fish. After a while, they steer back to the dock. Grace grabs a rope and tosses it onto one of the poles on the dock. Jill helps her tug on the rope. Then they jump out. The Spencers sit down on a blanket and have a picnic next to the lake. Mom, Grace asks, why do you think that fish was jumping next to us? Well, says their mom, I think the fish was scared by the loud sound we made when we went past, and that's why it jumped. No, says Jill, that fish liked us. That's why she jumped. She was jumping for us so we would see what a good jumper she is. Grace smiles. What her mom said makes sense to her, but she likes to think that the fish was jumping for her and for Jill. Let's look at our picture. And there they are having their picnic. All right, our next story is snakes. Wow, let me fix that. All right. Grace is in Miss Vincent's class. She has to make a speech on snakes. She takes out a picture of a snake. Then she starts her speech. Have you ever seen a snake at the zoo? Grace asked. Have you ever seen a snake in your backyard? Were you scared when you saw it? Well, snakes can scare you, but they are cool too. Just do not get too close. Snakes have fangs in their mouth and scales on their skin. Lots of snakes shed their skin from time to time. When they get too big for their outside skin, they twist out of it. Here is a snake skin I found in my backyard. And there's her picture of how it wiggles out of its skin. Snakes make their home in dark holes in the ground, but they like the sun too. When the sun is out, snakes like to coil up on rocks and let the sun shine on them. Snakes do not order a sandwich for lunch. They do not like sweets or nuts or chips. They are hunters. They hunt for mice and rats and frogs. If a snake catches a mouse, that will keep it fed for a long time. It will not need food for the rest of the week. Snakes are fun, but if you see one, take care. It's not safe to grab a snake or to get too close to one. Snakes have sharp fangs and they can bite you. And there's a creepy snake. Alright, for today's assignment, it's a little different. Today's assignment is a writing assignment. So instead of answering questions, today you guys are going to write a little paragraph. And you can use regular notebook paper or whatever kind of paper you have at home. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to let you guys do this all by yourself, but I'm going to help you get started, okay? I want you to write to me about which story in the Grace Reader is your favorite story. And if you need to go back to the Reader online and look at it, or go back to some of your stories that we've used already in class, you can do that and read them. Or if you just know which one is your favorite already without going back, that's great too. I just want you to write me 4 sentences, okay? A little paragraph with 4 sentences telling me which story is your favorite and why. And this is what you're going to do. So you'll start off with capital M for my favorite story in the Grace, that's the name of our reader, capital G, Reader is, and then you tell me what your favorite story is, okay? My favorite story in the Grace Reader is, tell me your favorite story, then put a period, that's your first sentence. Then I want you to write 2 sentences about why that's your favorite story. Give me 2 reasons. So you could say, this is my favorite story because, and then tell me why. And then the third sentence, you would say, another reason I like this story is, and tell me why. So 2 sentences with 2 different reasons why you like the story. Then your last sentence, your 4th sentence, is your closer. And it can be something simple as, this is why I like the story, and then tell me the name of the story. Or, these are the reasons why this is my favorite story. Okay? So, 4 sentences. The first sentence, you're going to tell me which story is your favorite from the Grace Reader. Then you're going to write 2 sentences with 2 different reasons why. And then a last sentence, a closing sentence. Okay? So just give me a short paragraph, and then you'll be finished with your skills work for today. Have a great afternoon, guys.